Today I'm going to be looking for treasure. If you haven't been watching the news, South Carolina has been getting hammered with these offshore low pressure systems that kind of build up, creating these huge swells. We had a king tide over the weekend, so a lot of what you see right here during high tide was actually underwater. A lot of shells you can see on the ground. I've got my trusty metal detector back here. We're gonna go look around, see what we can get into. The wind is howling. Wow, this is insane. This is actually a couple of days, well, a day after the storm kind of built up and moved off, but you can still see it's cloudy, misty, rainy, huge crashing waves. We don't see this a whole lot. As you look in the distance, I feel like a weather reporter. You can see the white capping and all going on. So let's hope we can get on some treasure. Oh, that's easy to spot. That's a battery. That's a pretty old bottle cap. And we found another one in the same kind of location. Looks like king of beers right there. Still getting more hits and come up with a little tiny nail. All that digging, come up with a little tiny nail. All right, so I was getting hit after hit after hit, and I have dug and I have dug and I have dug, and let me show you what I have found. I have found a piece of metal. Looks like a tie down strap or something like that. There's maybe a nail that goes along with it, and of course there was a lot of trash in there. I picked that up too. Well, I thought I had found some treasure. I can't really tell what that is. It's got a face on it. That's a nickel. It's just a very old nickel. Well, I've at least found treasure. Well, just a few feet away, I have found me a penny. So how about that? Now we're getting into the good stuff. That's a big nail, like a 16 penny nail. Pretty good size. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, that was buried way down in there, and I pulled it, and it's a clothes hanger. Yeah, clothes hanger. It took me a minute, but I found this one deep. Really deep. But another tent peg. If you've watched any of my videos, we get tent pegs. So if you're looking for a tent peg, I've got a collection. Well, this may be the quickest I've ever dug one up. But another bottle cap. Another good hit. Took one scoop and couldn't go any farther. So this is what I think it is. Another tent peg. This one's slightly bent, slightly used. You can get it for free. Well, the storm did wash us in a flip-flop. It's a busted flip-flop, not really worth anything, but we'll clean that up. So during our king tide and the storm, a lot of this water would just push up and kind of soak down here and do stuff like this. You can see how this tennis ball, probably from playing with a dog, somebody lost it. Maybe lost it in the water one day, and it ends up coming back and gets buried. So that's what we're looking for through here, is seeing what maybe the tide and the storm brought in. A lot of these people you see walking up and down the beach are looking for shells. It has definitely brought out the shell hunters. Got a huge hit here and just knew I had found gold. But instead I ended up with a Pringles top. Okay. This is a horseshoe crab shell, part of one anyway. Figured I would show you guys that. That is actually really cool. There's another piece of one right here. All right, so let's take a look at our finds today. So we do have a clothes hanger. Now this shark eye seashell, I have a granddaughter that loves those, so I had to get that. It's some type of snail shell, but all the locals call it a shark eye. Of course, we found our tennis ball and an assortment of bottle caps, metal ones. This is a plastic one, but I picked those up too. Our 2 tent pegs, our big nail, our little nail, and our little nut right here. That's pretty cool. Also, we got our battery and this piece of tie down metal. I think that's what that is. I found a nickel, a penny, and I did find a gold coin. Check that out. It's got a 10 wrote on it. Now, of course, it's plastic, but it is yellow, which is considered gold, right? So I can say I found gold today. Come on, guys, work with me. A little help. Anyway, got our floppy flop, flip flop sandal. And of course, all our trash that we picked up, we will throw that in the trash as well. So not a bad day. Actually better than I thought it was gonna be, but a good day. So that is going to wrap it up, my friends. I really appreciate you joining me. I had a blast. It was better than sitting at the house on the couch. If you know me, I'm the type, that's why my motto is life's an adventure. You got to get off the couch and go live it. But it's been a beautiful day on the beach. Did actually find some treasure and some cool trinkets, and I appreciate you joining me. So we'll see you next time, friends. Thanks for watching.